Hey guys, what's up? It's AB Trades here. We're going to be doing our daily breakdown of stocks, so the top stocks to watch out for tomorrow. As always, we always start off with SPY, which is the S&P 500 ETF. This is basically the market and determines where a lot of the big name blue chip stocks are headed throughout the week, and also primarily focusing on tomorrow. So looking here at SPY, we have really been gripping this level of resistance between 280 and 281. Now that we are building and finding some support and we're actually showing some green movement up to the upside on SPY, this means that we have now validated this as support, and now we're making our way back up to that 291, 292 resistance level. So all that we have here is an uptrend that should go all the way up to retest all-time highs on SPY. Again, anything can happen, but now that we built, now that we finally got up above this zone, if we can continue to hold the zone and continue to push up, we should reach all-time highs and then retest there. So that's our predictions on SPY. Unless something massive happens, then we'll be looking for a downturn. Let's cover Facebook and the FANG stocks first. So looking here at Facebook, Facebook's definitely dropped a lot today, getting rejected at that 162.50 level, then coming all the way down to 160. So what we'll be looking at now is, now that we're starting to break below these lows and starting to retest these lows, we do have this huge gap from earnings to fill. So we may start to retrace back down lower on SPY. Just watch that 160 level, watch 156.5, and make our way down to retrace or close this gap here. Looking next on Apple, AAPL, which is the second A in FANG. Looking here while the chart's loading, we started to break up higher and we're starting to see this movement up. This is a lot of good movement we're seeing here from Apple. We're actually closing in the top 10% of the range, almost setting up like a triangle here, showing that we do have more volume. When volume steps up tomorrow, we can see a lot of up-run potential. What was happening here on Apple is we were seeing this uptrend being held, and then we got this bounce here, and then we started running. So again, the trend is holding on Apple. We do have more room to the upside, and we are closing at 10%. So just watch out for that on Apple. Let's go back to the daily chart here so we cover Amazon. AMZN here, Amazon, now at 1742.15, which means that we're above this $1,700 point. So that's actually what we'll be looking at here for the upcoming movements on Amazon. So as you can see here, sorry for the chart taking a while to load, we're actually way up above the 1700 point, and now we're coming into this resistance here at 1750. So as you can see here, we have resistance here at 1716, 1750, and we've been running around or running super up. Again, we are closing near that top portion of the range today, thus almost classifying as a top 10% continuation play. But we do also have this as our previous high. So if we can watch for a pullback to come back and retest that 1700 level before coming back up. So what we're watching for on Amazon is that continuation of a push up, or that come back for a retest and then break higher. The next thing we're looking at is Netflix here, NFLX. So if you can see here, we have this little range-bound flag, pennant, whatever you want to call it, forming here, and then we broke up higher to double-check 370. Now that we got rejected here at 370 with a huge candle, a huge wick, showing that the bears wanted to hold down this level, we're now going to see that a quick reversal before we come up and test a third time. More times than not, we see that triple top reversal now, but if not, we're going to get that double top reversal and fall down. So we'll be watching for an eventual retracement down to at least 350, maybe even 340. We're going to be covering BAC here. Classifying it, we're now getting up above this previous resistance range. If you look here on the 1 minute, we're now getting up into almost closing up near the highs here, opening here and closing here. That's a 10% continuation play, and even seeing it already run. So what we'll be looking is to see it hold above $30 tomorrow, build some support, and then make our way higher. Or at least that's what we're looking at on BAC. The good part about this is that we're now closing up above these range. So we have room all the way up to 31 and 32 to retest. So we'll be looking for a green day tomorrow on BAC. Looking at another one is GE. So looking here at GE, we're actually getting retraced. We filled that gap, and now we're coming back up to around this resistance where we're now starting to get rejected. This is a level of indecision here at $10. Watch for either a bounce up higher or a push down lower. We're also going to be covering MSFT, and then we may call it a night here. That was some of the top stocks I saw in the chat. Tomorrow I should have time to do every single stock mentioned, but those videos run so long, so I just been custom picking a few stocks. So if we can look here, we actually had that huge bounce here right off this trend line. We're now making it above 116, and we're actually closing in what is known as the top 10% continuation play. Looking like we're at an all-time high here. When stocks hit all-time highs and volume comes in, we start to see a continuation of a running. So setting up with that 10% continuation play, and in addition to making this all-time high, we may actually see Microsoft start to run more. So we're looking at SPY having more room up to the upside, BAC having more room, Amazon possibly having some more room, Microsoft having some more room, and Apple holding that trend line. It looks like we're actually setting up for a green day tomorrow. Again, anything can happen playing for both sides, but I'm looking for a green day. Alright guys, thank you for watching and tuning in. See y'all tomorrow.